Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
How many SD cards do we have that we have to do this shit? That's the guy.
Dun. Hey, don't worry.
Okay.
I'll get it for you, boys.
There's our intro. Yeah.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Not stuff.
Right into the souls of Joe's eyes on that one.
Oh my God. I didn't hear
I'll
what
even
he
do.
said.
Hey, I'll even do you guys a favor. I'll take the Decante to start, just to.
Why is there Tecate?
Well, you know what you guys did for Lauren? This is another thing that made Lauren actually happy. We're starting to clear out our the cupboards. So yeah, I got all the
I
beers.
told Katrina this last night. I'm like, if you want to get rid of any of the beer in the fridge downstairs to these people at this wine club or book club, that's fine. She's like, that's not gonna happen. I'm like, no, seriously, anything. I got some pumpkin beer. I got some fucking happy
Got
something.
some of that pumpkin shit in the back.
I got some Happy Daddy bullshit in there.
Hey, Happy Daddy's not bad.
I'll bring them over. I'll bring them over. You can restock the stuff that you get out of your fridge with that.
Sure. I'll take the Happy Daddies. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us on a beautiful Saturday night. Actually, Saturday morning. You don't, if you haven't seen, damn it, I should have looked up.
There's a lot of noise going on.
Yeah, what's going on here? Who is it? It sounds like you.
That's me.
You know what it is? Lower his. I try to make it so you can hear him better, but now it's catching up.
You can't get both. You can't hear me and not hear me.
Just catching up too much.
That's a little better.
All right, so ladies, if I should have looked this up. I apologize. Last year that we wore these on the podcast at Joe's beautiful home. I should have looked up the episode, but this is not the first time the boys are looking this damn good. The super suits are out and on.
The super suits.
So I had to drive here.
Super suit.
And I thank God there was parking because I was running super late. Here in 2 seconds, parked. I get out, and this old man gets out of his car, and no joke, no shitting you, stops, looks right at me. He was so goddamn shocked by what he was looking at. It was ridiculous.
I was at Jewel, picking up some bagels, and
baby.
I'm walking through the parking lot, like to the door, and there's a dude who, I'm not joking, it was like a triple take. He was just.
Son, what is wrong with you?
And then a lot of side eye, like, I don't want to stare, but the fuck is this guy wearing?
You know what? I'm not gonna. There's always a little bit of nervousness wearing these because they're so goddamn.
Yes.
Like they just shout. Like, what are these idiots doing with
Alcoholism?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, easily alcoholism.
And because we also look like last year, the thing was, are these guys from corporate? Like, what? Do they have free Coors Light?
You know, normally they send out like sexy ladies.
Yeah.
Here we're like, we're just gonna send out.
I feel like we'd be a more appropriate representation of the
men.
of the base of that they sell to.
You know what? I do.
Listen.
I sent this picture.
We're sending the Goon Squad to TBox this year.
Yeah.
Guys,
Hey.
forget the sexy girls, the Goon Squad.
They're doing it for Bud Light with Shane Gillis.
That's what I mean. Okay, we maybe have a 50 to 100 views a week. That's not the same as Shane, but it's close enough.
Yeah,
I think we're in the ballpark.
we're in the same. We're in the same lane, man.
I
In the
told
same
Lauren,
lane.
she came to
Us
me.
and Shane Gillis.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. We both couldn't get on SNL,
Yeah.
and we both like a certain brand.
Yep.
What's
yep,
the difference?
Yep. That's exactly.
No, that's no difference.
No. So I was telling Lauren, she one day was like, you know what? I think I'm going to be a Michelob Ultra drinker now. And I looked at her and I'm like,
Get out.
You could call the wedding off right now.
Get out.
Me and Chris were joking on the car ride from the gym. We would have to end this wedding. Coors Light, Michelob Ultra, it's like Romeo and Juliet. We're just not meant to be.
yeah.
Michelob Ultra is basically water.
That's why she likes it.
It's
Yeah.
like I think I was driving behind a truck and they said 95 calories and 2.5 carbs.
Which is only like 10 more calories than Coors Light, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But probably the carbs are higher in Coors Light.
but if you think of how we drink, that's probably 100 calories in a night.
1,000 calories a night.
Well, 10.
This has 5
10
carbs.
10 times 10 is
5 carbs and 100
100.
calories.
right. 10 times 10 is
If
100.
there's 100 calories in this beer.
There's
Yes,
less than
but
1
I'm saying
gram of
nine-
But
protein
if there's a 10,
Oh, 10. Okay, sorry.
10
I thought
kilogram
you meant-
difference.
I thought you
Andy
meant
looked at me and was
sorry.
like, I was the idiot for a second. He's looking, giving me a look like, this mother, yes, 1,000. Now they 1,000.
Pat Lynch does not know math. Okay?
I didn't want to talk about the difference. I thought about how many we drink in a night, how many calories it is.
Yeah. Well, no, it's going to be 1,000 either way. It's just, we could save a little with ultras.
Yeah, we could have one extra shitty beer.
Yeah. I mean, if, it comes down to it, it goes Coors Light, probably Ultra. I like the taste of Bud Light better, but I will never drink Bud Light again because of the hangovers.
Are you talking about like heavy drinking?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Well, no, I'm sorry. If we're at a bar and you have we did the tasting. I think we all came. I don't remember what we came out to, but I think we all came to Coors Light anyways. But it was, let's say you're at a bar and you have Coors Light is not the option, and it's Bud Light, Ultra, Miller Light. That's it. That's the beer selection.
Ultra. then Bud Light, and
What
then,
about-
and then I'm just gonna go home. I'm not
What
gonna bring
about
my
the
light.
random bar that has old style?
I'm drinking Old Style, baby.
Well, yeah, of course, but I'm saying this is your options are.
Okay.
He's saying of the four major light options out there.
Oh yeah.
I'm going Ultra, Miller Lite. I don't like the taste of Miller Lite, but
Yeah,
the
Miller
hangovers are
Lite
way.
can go fuck itself.
It's way better. That hangover from Bud Light is God.
I would
it's-
just drink.
Yeah, Bud Light's got to be at the bottom nowadays.
I would drink the Bud Light, and then I just wouldn't go home and not drink Miller Light.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, John
That's
Jacob.
fair. That's fair. Yeah, John was. Well, we didn't. Oh, so let's get into it. Last week,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, go check out episode 218. I think it's 218, maybe 217.
I think you're right. 218.
218. We're in a brewery. We're having the time of our lives. There's
WCW Fall Brawl 96 or something on the
You could watch.
97.
Everybody's eyes are literally watching the fight as we're talking. John is pouring beer after beer. It was so goddamn dangerous.
Yeah, Joe, I'm telling you, when we were there, and you have your choice of the taps, and you pour whatever
Dude,
you
it
want.
was fresh
Hey,
off the line. There was. I'm
That's
telling you,
awesome.
the beer was so goddamn good. But there was a moment where me and Chris both. I even sent the text message out. We might die if we continue this. We
Yeah.
need to get out of here.
Yeah,
And
you couldn't. Yeah, there's no John's right.
And he's Coors Light.
oh yeah.
John's right. His beers are meant to be drinking. Like they're good beers meant to be drinking. Like
They're like
Rita's-
sipping beers.
but you cannot do like a.
You can't do a McGraw all night. On
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We were. It literally was stepping into the situation where if we didn't start slowing it down with some Coors Lights, bad things were going to happen.
You know how you knew that we had gone too far. When you wake up the next morning,
Reading some of those aggressive text messages that Chris was sending.
those are some of them. I was very aggressive.
tear you apart.
I was very aggressive to Danny and Joe in the text message. I looked at him like, why am I sending these
Oh,
things
you
about-
never. Here's the thing.
Indianapolis is 3 hours away. Get your pussy asses here.
2 weekends ago, I sent it to Pat Lynch a text. I love you. I never look at text messages the day after. Whatever
Never
I said
do.
drunk, Peter McGraw does not know.
I
swear to
I didn't
God.
see it until next morning. I'm like,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
was pretty wasted last night.
I never look. I don't care. I never go back up in the chain at all. I wait for people to come, text that chain, and then so I don't have
It's
to go
like
back.
whatever happens when I don't remember stays where I
Yes,
don't
that-
remember.
no more.
I didn't go look at the chain, but I went into the chain, and the last text message was me sending the gif of the little guy from Family Guy who's like, big whoop, want to fight about it? And I'm like, what did I get on last? I'm like, I'm not going to look. I know it's just going to be. But you know how else you know what cat bad, Joe? Is when you wake up at 8:30 in the morning in John Jacob's place with John Jacob in the bed next to you.
Wow.
He's like, all I remember is going to bed, and then 30 minutes later, John comes in, kicks the door open. He's like, Chris, move over. And I'm like, the fuck is going on?
It's about to go down,
Wait,
baby.
why did he jump into bed with you?
He couldn't make it up the stairs.
We had
What a night.
we had chicken Big Macs.
Chicken
Oh,
Big Macs.
really?
We had chicken Big
Oh,
Macs. We
man.
got
That's a bold choice, Johnny. That's a bold
chicken,
choice.
chicken Big
bro.
Macs with the 40-piece McNugget.
I'll tell you,
Wow,
not
nice.
a podcast story after that for the car ride home. Let me tell you what, boys.
Oh man.
Windows down, boys. Windows down.
Yeah. So Joe, the next time we go, we're gonna have to take you, and you're gonna experience it.
Because
Dan-
just to go, we could get an Airbnb, we can get a hotel, just to come to his brewery, and this is something we'll never be able to do. Is just, you take your glass, you go up, you pour, you pick what fucking beer you
Whatever
want.
you
I saw a Snapchat where Chris Bergard doing shimmy in for no music just to get the beer, shimmy it up to the beer.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
Like a
dude.
kid on Christmas morning over here.
It was so good, and the beer. So we have a brewery. I've said this. I think I said it in the last podcast. We have a brewery 2 blocks away from here. It's called PRB. Very nice. For this area, very nice. It's nice to have that brewery. Their beer is substantially less tasting, and it almost feels like me and Chris could be the brewers. Where you go in here, and this is it's like
Everything's
fucking,
got a
yeah.
flavor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
In the carbonation is perfect. You're not getting
Yeah.
a flat beer. Sometimes I feel like at PRB, I'm always kind of getting a little bit of a flat beer. Here, not at all. It's fucking crisp.
Yeah, you
That's
got.
awesome.
I mean, the first beer he gave us was in a can. It had no labeling on it. Didn't know what it was, but he told us it was like an IPA, and you got that hit of the hops like you do with an IPA at the beginning. But after that, it was just you could sip on 2 or 3 of those and not have any real issue.
And then it was-
except for the fact that you would be 3
you'd be
or 4 in on a 7%
You'd be
beer.
on the moon. The other thing is I don't know what it is about Indianapolis, Nashville, Michigan when we go. The air is just so much fresher, so you sleep better. I woke up with no hangover.
Nice.
We got home. went to the gym, and then worked on the property till like 6.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You guys looked a little rough at the property. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
honestly,
it's fair. I mean, granted, you probably got like 7, 8, or like maybe like 6, 7 hours of sleep, and
And you're
Yeah.
driving
Yeah.
Chris
home.
McGraw looks like he's seen some shit.
the 2
yeah,
weeks.
I had.
Well, maybe I can't speak for Chris, but I honestly didn't. I thought we both didn't feel that bad.
No, I felt great. I mean, like I
Yeah,
could have
tired.
gone. Yeah, I could have
Tired,
gone
yeah.
for some more sleep, and also I could have gone without having John next to me in bed.
Yeah, that's probably a good option. That's got to be a lot of heat.
Yeah, that's a
Who's hotter,
that's a
John or
hot
Pepsi?
bed.
I've never had Pepsi in bed. John is hot. John is hotter than Joe, though.
I'm gonna cut that.
That makes sense.
And that's the clip of the week.
Pepsi is a very. I mean, I have somebody sitting next to a car in Pepsi, and he is fucking
Oh,
bacon.
yeah. Well, Chris or Pepsi. If it's a cold night and you get between Chris and Pepsi, you're golden, baby.
Chris is not skinny. Chris is not as warm as he used to
No. Last thing on that, really quick. All right, or did I forget? I was gonna say that. So last weekend we drank a ton. The 2 weeks before that, when we did podcast here, we go out for dinner. We went to Lottie's Enjoy. You 3 went to Hang Up.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt worse the next day, and that was like till 2. Didn't eat, went right to bed. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
And I felt worse
But
than
weren't you mixing beers through them?
yeah.
Kind of. The only saving grace about that night that I didn't feel as bad the next day was me, Danny, and Joe went to the Hang Up, and I don't think any of us got a beer.
Yeah,
I think
I
I
don't-
told Joe when we
Yeah.
got in there I did not want a beer.
We didn't have any beer on Brian's wedding either at the Hang Up. I don't think anybody had a beer at the Hang Up.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
so. No.
Yeah, well, that $20 cover cut that
Yeah.
cuts out. You're like, up, and I'm done.
Yeah.
that's so resemblable.
$20 cover.
And then,
Oh,
and then the
insane.
bog.
That was $5 from what we
They
originally
should pay
going.
you $20 to go in there.
Yeah. And then the Bogwish that tried to take Danny Hamilton back to her lair.
God. When I saw that text message, I look up and I just looked at a woman whose eyes are so sunk in her head that you could see like the shadow casting from her brow.
She looked like she had been on like a 72-hour bender.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
She wanted-
spent
she
a
wanted
couple
Danny to be her
weekends.
73
Her hair
hour
was like
drinking at
Miss
John's
Frizzle,
place.
like all over the
Yeah.
place.
Wow.
And,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
And all you could see is, and I'm just talking to her friend who's like 6'5", and all you could see is just Danny.
Chris, like,
and
that's a huge bitch.
she's wrapped around Danny, and Danny's just like blinking, like, God, please help me. Somebody come get this girl off of me.
Help. Help.
Oh, brother.
Please.
How was the Hang Up last week?
Did we
How
go
was
to the
Reno's
hangout?
birthday?
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, that's right, we did.
Yeah, yeah.
We okay. So we started at Beauty Bar at like
Good spot.
11:30, almost midnight.
You still got
Yeah.
nailed with cover, right?
Huh?
You got.
So,
Oh yeah.
Cover.
Oh yeah.
How
Was
much
there a- was there a
how
line to
much
get
was
in?
the cover?
Cover was like $10.
Okay.
Or 14.
$14?
That's right.
Yeah, I
Because I thought she said 40, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, you're right. It was 14.
Yeah, no. I think when we went the one night, it was like somewhere between 10 and 15. Their price is like out of this world.
Let me paint you a picture of waiting in line at this place.
You waited in line too.
Yeah. So it's a
14
short
and a
short
line?
line. It moved fast.
Okay, well that's good.
But standing in line, I get there first.
Standing in
Of course,
line.
Reno's not there yet. I get there first,
Reno
waiting
late?
for
No.
Danny. Yeah, waiting for Danny. I see that there's this British couple in front of me, and they're just talking about like, wow, Chicago's such a crazy place, so many neighborhoods, all these bars, but people get crazy, you know, like it's just wild. And I'm like,
Oh, you have no idea.
Joe's like, wait
I was
till I
like-
get in that baby.
I was
I'll show you
like-
how that's done.
a part of me was like, nah, shut the fuck up. Everybody comes to Chicago and they're like, oh, shit happens. And I'm not even joking. 2 seconds later, the worst, most saddest fight took place with this Brian-looking guy. I don't know what happened, but all you see is this 5'0" woman like fall into a car and sink. Like she hits the car and slides down. She's like, ah. And then this guy's like, hey. The entire party, everyone involved here is shit-faced wasted. Just to paint a picture, there's a guy, I don't know, 6'6", a homeless guy, I think. They're smoking a cigarette. I guess he like pushed the lady, because then, Brian Light goes like, "You can't do that," and he grabs him by the arms, and they take the slowest fall to the concrete.
This stuff doesn't feel like Brian.
It
Do this.
literally was like, and then the other guy's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Starts pushing them. They both fall to the ground. I shit you not. The bouncer of Beauty Bar has a cane, so he hobbles over with his cane and he goes, "Will you two get this fucking shit out of here? I want you to stop." Another guy comes. He's
The
pulling him
bouncer has a
off.
cane.
This guy's like whacking him with the cane. He's like, "This is bullshit. Get this shit out of my fucking house. I don't want this. You go over there. You go over there." And the British people in front of me are just like, I'm telling you, man, Chicago's a crazy place. And I'm like, God damn it. So then I'm sitting waiting in line. Homeless dude starts coming back, and they're like, get the fuck out of here. And they're telling Brian Light, like, hey, go over there, take your lady over there. Like, I don't want you guys starting to fight again. So they're separated. All of a sudden, homeless guy comes back. You gonna fuck around? You wanna fuck around? You gonna learn today? You gonna learn today? I'll fuck you up. These are my streets. Now he's in the street, by the way. Traffic stopped both ways. CTA bus comes by. He gets to the other side of the CTA bus. Now he's on the sidewalk, just pacing back, yelling. All of a sudden, another bus comes. We're thinking he's gonna get on. Rips off the bus from the front of the bus, or rips off a bike from the front of the bus. It's like on the rack.
Someone else's bike?
Yeah, someone else's bike, and just gets squished between this bus, the bike, and a car that was stopped at the stop sign. And I'm like, oh my God, like what
This is great.
fuck is happening? But it was like, none of it happened fast. Everything, including the bike getting ripped off the bus. It's like, why is the bus driver driving? He sees this guy in the front, going for the bike. Why does he not just drive off?
Run him over?
Now he's got his hands on the bike and he's taking it off the rack. Oh, now he'll drive off and you hear, and I'm like, whoever's in that bus
who's driving a bus with a bike at like 3 a.m?
Dude.
Well, it's
It's
a
like
passenger.
midnight. Yeah.
People
Yeah.
working, man. People working.
Somebody
It's a
rolled their
working
bike
city.
at like 3 and then get off at 11.
Got a little
Yeah.
cold. Said,
Yeah.
hey, there's a bus. I'll take a bus.
Joe, you should have been like, this is not how it's like in Chicago normally, guys.
Yeah.
Usually the bus is in here.
I was like, yeah, right, yeah, exactly.
Usually you get shot by now. So this is pretty good.
Eventually, he just like disappeared. The bus was gone. Danny showed up. We went in, had ourselves some Tito's.
Oh,
and French
Danny
and
missed
waited.
this.
He like came in towards He came in towards the end of it.
That's glorious.
Holy hell.
Rest of the night, just normal stuff. Doing some dancing at Beauty Bar. It's hot. Then we
I'm
end up going
honestly
to the-
clipping
to
that
the
story,
hangout.
and I'm putting that. That is an insane story.
That is.
I have a.
The
I
best
have a
part
video.
is Joe said, okay.
Yeah, it's like a 14-second clip of
Yeah,
the
I
two
think-
of them on the ground.
I think Joe sent it to me.
Yeah, I'll show
Yeah.
it to you after.
I
It's got bouncer
Yeah, I got
bouncer
this.
McGee with his cane
I
going.
got show me this when you're done, Joe. On the podcast.
Yeah.
Was
I'm waiting in line. By the way, they let the group in front. This guy's like talking. He's like amping himself up. He's like, that's not happening here, man. That's fucking bullshit. He goes, that fucking shit was crazy. They gave that guy money and they were smoking cigarettes 5 minutes before that fight. And now they're starting to throw down. He goes, You know what my grandpa always says?
I have no idea.
And I'm like, oh, you're talking to me? I was like, he's like, yeah. He's like, you know what he says? I was like,
Make sure the fucker who gets where the fucking you're gonna get.
I go, fuck around and find out. He's like, you're goddamn fucking right. I'm like, okay. He's like, how many are there? I was like, just me. He's like, okay. How many behind you? 6. He's like, you go ahead. Go. And I was like, okay, cool. Thank you.
Joe leaves Danny in the dust. Waiting in line.
I was like, Danny was like 6-7 people back. I was like, I'll see you inside. I'll buy us some Tito's and Sprites. Bye.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The best part of that whole story is Joe's like, oh, these pansies. He comes to Chicago.
Oh, I was
Nothing
like-
ever happens.
I was just like,
you know the best part of it? Be like,
I'll eat my words
ladies and
right
gentlemen,
now.
listen, Chicago's a great city. It's safe. No problem at all. And then that happens. and
I'll
it's
fuck
like,
you up.
oh, fuck.
It was
That's not
unreal.
good. I'm going to grab my phone
Unreal.
real quick. That is insane.
Yeah.
Was Danny able to go 3 for 3 at the hang up and get another lady's telephone number?
Did you?
I haven't elaborated my whole story.
It's a simple yes or no question, Danny.
I was a chef in the kitchen. I was Gordon Ramsay out there.
Oh, you were cooking. You were cooking at the hang up again.
Hey, just to,
And beauty.
Wow.
in case the mic didn't pick it up, he goes, "I was a chef in the kitchen.
I was
Call
like
me
Gordon
Ramsay."
If I have time, I'm going to try to put in Gordon Ramsay's face right there.
I'm gonna call that a yes, and then it's never gonna happen. Peter's definitely not putting that in there.
Ouch.
Is she sending you random
Ouch.
text messages about fleas?
Oh yeah, because between now and Monday, you're gonna be doing that, Peter.
I have homework from this new company I'm working with, and I worked till like 7:30 last night because I knew today and tomorrow we're not. There's
Yeah.
I got to go back there Monday. All right, ladies, let's get into it. So I've got last week's news to start this week off. Go ahead, Joe.
I was just gonna say, nobody knows why we're dressed like this. I don't think we even mentioned the reason.
Astute.
That's very good. That's a very good call.
It's an astute
So-
move by you, Joe.
I mean, maybe we leave it till the end and we surprise them.
I'm not gonna lie. I
But
forgot
we
about
get-
the scarf thing on this thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. So
that was Joe's response to your stupid comment, Pat. That's what it was.
It's so random. Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
no, it's okay for the people. We're doing TBox today. I think it's the largest bar crawl in the world.
It is.
Yeah. Sweet Home Chicago,
No
baby.
fucking way.
Look it up. I think it is.
That
think it
feels
is.
like fake news.
Danny's gonna look it up for us.
Maybe the largest
Danny,
participated
look it up.
bar crawl, but I think it's up there.
I know. I think it's the longest running bar crawl.
That I could see.
I think that's the claim to fame.
Maybe it is.
But
Large
it's
just seems
T-Box
like-
is the Christmas. It's like the Santa in New York. They have a Santa Claus bar crawl.
It doesn't feel as big.
Everybody
as when,
dresses
it
up
doesn't
like-
feel as big as when we were like younger.
No, it's not as dangerous.
definitely.
It's more. It's an. You know why? Sorry, Chris. Go
It's
ahead.
not as
Sorry.
dangerous as it used to be. It used to go
start
from
at
8
fucking
to
a.m.
8 to 10.
Ripping fireball shots at 8 a.m.
What's up?
Not the biggest. North Carolina has one with 20,000 people.
Okay.
But
All
it's
right.
isn't it also the longest running? I think is what it's. Here's
I'm
the thing.
sure at one time it was.
Here's the thing: people do not like younger generations don't drink anymore. That's why it's not like they're not as interested into it. Yeah, longest running, right?
They'd be happier if they would.
Yeah, they would. Let me show you this because you guys got to get on Instagram. The meme game that goes between me, Joe, and Danny is pretty solid.
I cleaned my shoes today just to see. I want to take like a picture before and
how
then
bad-
a
how
picture
bad?
after. Just
Do you and
to
Danny
see
have the same
how
shoes on?
He's got Danny's got high tops. I have the.
I got
the low,
me and Joe
yeah.
got the same ones.
Joe, you want that ankle support, bro?
Nah, man, I need my ankles loosey goosey for when I get on the dance floor.
I got
you
my
know?
Chuck Taylors, American made. I gotta get a new pair before they move to China.
We should. I just want to play this
Yeah.
for you. This is what I was trying to tell Lauren.
You show up, you're like, oh, I'm hungover, and you start to notice a pattern, you mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. Drinking too much. That's it. But I love it. I love it. I can't. There's no part of me that's like, all right, stop. It's just like, nah.
That's it. That's what Lauren. I literally told. There's no part of me that says stop.
Yep.
And she's like, you have a problem.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a drinking problem.
And then be like, you chose to marry this. You have a problem too.
Sorry, I love to hydrate.
Yeah. I'm a
My
good guy like
bad.
that. Okay. Let's get into it. So last week's stories to start this week off. After Joe nicely let you know why we look like a bunch of Coors Light salesmen.
Yep.
Well, just to give you,
This would be
T-Box
hilarious.
is in
This is like a
Wrigleyville.
Coors- if this was a Coors Light salesman outfit, that'd be hilarious. You walk into a bar with this fucking thing on.
It may be the most qualified job I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, I can tell you everything about Coors Light. Even though I'm drinking the Tecate, and it's not that bad. I'm not gonna lie about it. That morning beers, there's nothing better than a nice little. It's the first morning 10 a.m. beer is pretty nice. And T-Box is in Wrigleyville, a bunch of bars. You walk around, you get shit faced. We go from the morning to the night.
$9 beer night.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Oh, that's the best part of this.
I
thing.
did see a lot of Bud Lights between like $5 and $6 in a lot of the bars.
you shut your
Which
goddamn
we all
mouth
said
about
we're
that.
not. Everybody to the 4 people here said they do not want to drink Bud Light.
Just saying.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta suck it up.
Sometimes you just got to pay that extra $1 for the Coors Light.
Fair point. All right. So last week's news to start this week off. First thing, the Juan Soto deal. $785 million.
65.
Sorry, 65.
That is wild.
15 years, right?
Correct.
It's 15 years
With an
opt out
opt-out
to
in
five.
5.
He has an opt out in 5. If he doesn't opt out in 5, he gets an extra $4 million and kicks the deal up to $800 million.
Boys, that's insane. Juan Soto's
Soto.
one of the best players, but still.
Oh, this is baseball.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, he is
yeah.
only 25, so I mean,
Isn't he supposed to be like an absolute just legend though in the making?
he's a really good.
Or
He's
am
very
I-
good.
He's very good. He's very good in the postseason.
Yeah.
Like he is like
Not-
he's Kyle
not-
Schwarber. Good
Not
in
the greatest
postseason.
fielder.
Yeah.
Really?
You're thinking it's too much though?
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
They're- the
800
baseball's
million.
gonna have a strike in 3 years, and they're gonna put a cap in.
Yeah.
Also, they need to fix how the Dodgers can defer billions of dollars in salary down the road.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
that's the issue. It's like how are we like when the Dodgers are in like 10 years when all these guys retire, are they going to be able to put a competitive team
Also,
out
what's
there
crazy
because they're gonna be
about-
paying so much money out?
Also, the crazy thing about the Soto deal is none of it's deferred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing, I think about $75 million signing bonus.
This is why Jerry Reinders did not want the owner of the Mets to
did
get
you-
in. He fought so hard to keep that guy out because he knew he was going to do
Here's a
this.
crazy. Here's a great.
I'll give you a crazy stat about the Juan Soto deal. It is 3% of the owner's net worth.
That's crazy.
So his net worth is like
fuck.
I think I did it. Like I did the calculation. I think his net worth is like $25 billion or something like that.
I think
So this doesn't even scratch.
I think
like
the
it.
largest contract in White Sox history is like $80 million.
$85 million by
million.
Andrew Benintendi.
Yeah, and Juan Soto's signing bonus in his deal is $75 million.
Oh, geez.
Does this beat fucking what's his name that plays?
Oh yeah,
Shohei
sure. Yeah,
Ohtani, yeah.
yeah, it does
Yeah.
by $65 million.
But
Yeah.
Otani's is over 10 years only. But it's all the fucking deferred, so it doesn't really matter anyways.
But
But
his
it is a
also, he's
700
also a
for-
pitcher, which makes way more sense as to why you get like the pitching and the batting from him.
Yeah, if he can pitch again.
Well, that's
Yeah.
wait to be
All
seen.
right, here's one that I think will bring more people in. Did you guys know that Guinness is currently running out of beer?
Wow.
Wait, what?
Did Ben say that?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. I was like, how did I hear Danny's voice?
Yeah.
I swear to God,
was like,
I thought
what?
that was Danny's.
Guinness is running out of beer. They are
Really?
putting caps on for the holiday season. They're putting caps on bars. They can only get so much because Guinness is so popular right now.
They're
With-
doing a whole thing trying to get ladies to drink it.
That's wild. I
Well,
didn't
and
know
Kim
that.
Kardashian, like all these
Yeah.
celebrities are drinking it. And
They started making it like a joke, like, oh, it's just pretend it's an espresso martini, and then throw a couple beans in because they both look exactly the same. But
Yeah.
yeah, now they have like Kim Kardashian.
And she
I
actually
don't know
drinks
who
it just, I'm not sure she drinks it a lot, but I don't think she's getting paid. She just, like people like to go over and drink Guinness for
Oh,
whatever
that's
reason.
like, yeah, that's.
I'll be
one
honest, I
thing
don't
to
remember
do.
the last time I had a Guinness.
I'm not, Mark
Maybe
loves,
St. Patrick's
Mark
Day,
loves
maybe?
Guinness.
Maybe St. Patrick's Day?
I couldn't tell you either. I've never, you know why? I think when we were younger, we tried Guinness out of the can and it was garbage.
You're not supposed
Yeah, you
to.
got to
do
get it from
that.
the tap, I know.
No, but you got to pour. Like you can't even drink it out like the bottle or can.
A lot
You
of
pour it in.
places, when you have it on tap, their old tap lines, they've been sitting.
Yeah.
It's just not good. I mean, in Ireland, it is different.
The
They
other
opened up-
thing isn't the other thing in Ireland is they serve it more room temperature than actually like ice cold because like it's
a little bit, yeah.
Well, that's the one who's been in Ireland recently, Danny.
It's way better in Ireland.
Yeah,
no, but like
definitely.
they serve
He
it
says
more
it's way
like toward
better, ladies and
more
gentlemen.
room temperature than ice cold. Like yeah,
They sit it out, they pour it, right?
Yeah, so
It-
they'll pour half of it, let it sit, then they'll pour the second half.
Some good
there's
bars do that.
There's yeah, there are a few, and Fulton Market just got the Guinness
the tap room.
Yeah.
tap room, which is like supposed to be
Cool.
I haven't been there, but
haven't been there. It's supposed to be
I
really
would
cool,
be
though.
surprised if if that's the closest to like
And what-
Irish
yeah.
Guinness that you would get.
And one reason that, one other reason is because people drink Guinness a little bit faster because there's a thing called stop the G. So when you're drinking,
Oh yeah, you drink it to the
and you try to drink it to the G right off the bat.
So like in the G, you have this little mark right here, and they try you take a couple sips. It's like a competition to
Yeah.
mark. Take a sip to that G line.
Yes, and you see, if
try
you,
and
yeah, how
write
close can
on
you get
there,
it?
And if
yeah.
you get it over or under,
Yeah.
you lose.
Yep.
But it's like a fun game that everybody plays when you start.
You know, it's another fun game. I saw this on Instagram.
Drinking Coors Light?
bar crawl, and the first like you have like there's all these rules going to the bars, and if you fuck up, you have to take a shot. So like in the last like the first person like if you quit, you have to take a shot to leave. Like your shot, and then you can leave, and then you're done. You're done out of the game. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
I always have tempted to buy a couple like
Fireballs?
Malort bottles.
Oh god.
Gotta beat the shit out of you.
And I
I will hit you.
Dude, talking about like Malort and Guinness, you know how Guinness is like Malort is just blowing up everywhere. Apparently,
It is, too.
It is.
Well, because it's people love to do the stupid videos of like they take the shot and like Joe sent me one. It was hilarious because
Yeah.
these two kids hate everything and they're trying it and they're like, oh!
they
well, like
they try and do
apparently in
the-
Denver, it's like a real big thing. It's like the second,
Really?
yeah, they're like the second biggest like seller and purveyor.
Is it? Where's Jepson actually produced? It's not.
And it's in Chicago.
Is it Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought that was
Chicago.
Wisconsin.
Oh,
Could be.
just assumed it was.
That's an S&P fact, and we're gonna leave it in as Chicago.
Yeah, that's where it's gonna stay.
But yeah, there's like a new trend to do it where you go. Do you remember that video that came out years ago? The guy pretending to be
The
the Jepson
salesman,
grandchild,
yeah.
and all he has to do is say that line, whatever that line is.
Oh yes, that was so funny.
That is the trend now. You take the shot and you go,
Yes,
Malort.
good. Can I have another?
Yeah, you take the shot and then you go, can I have another? But everybody goes, Malort. Can I have another, please? And so nobody can do it.
Let's see if I can. I'll play this one for you too. This is
That
it's
is-
a heavy.
That is fucking ridiculous.
This is a heavy Instagram. You can't see the video, but we can at least play it on here. I wonder if that counts to being any bull shenanigans. All right, here. This is what these two guys were.
Oh, I'm gonna jump out real quick. I lost a contact on the way here, and Sarah came back to drop it off. I'll be right back.
I'll have another. Wait, I say that after? Yeah. All right, ready?
How she know who you are, Joe?
Jepson's Malort. Here it goes. I'll have another. Here we go. Jepson's Malort.
Sounds like the Hawk-Tua girl over here.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Yeah, the stuff tastes awful.
That's terrible. You know what you do? This one, I was on a date, and the lady said she wanted to do Malort shots, and honestly, this is the first time I ever did. This is the first time I ever did a Malort shot.
That should have been your first cue to run away from that date.
And she's like,
fair
how
enough.
you do it is you take the Malort shot and then you
Do a lime,
bite a
right?
lime. Yeah. And
The
it
other
cuts
thing
the
I heard
edge.
that
It's like tequila. It's the same kind of shit.
That's a good
the
call.
other thing I heard is if you take 2 of them in a row, like you won't taste either one. I don't know how that works.
you black out dead or what? Like, do you die?
I don't know, but that's what they say. Like you take.
I'm not going to try that.
I'm not either. I wasn't crazy enough to do that either. I was like, what?
That's hilarious. Like, I'm going to take 2 right away.
I was like, yeah, what? How does
so
that?
good. Oh, the first one really doesn't get you. That second one tastes so good.
That's what they. I was like, how? What?
What? All right.
I was like trying to do the math in my head. I'm still to this day trying to carry out the decimal point out to that one.
This is a crazy story. So Monday night, Joe Burrow's house got broken into while he was playing.
That's really kind of bullshit. These people are doing this stuff for these guys, by the way.
Yeah. Well, it's supposedly it's some Argentine
Like gang.
Yeah.
But you know what's even crazier?
The FBI's investigating this shit.
Oh yeah, well of course. But here's the crazy. Well, here's the second crazy. That's really crazy and sad. But the person who called was a 22-year-old model, supposedly employee. That's what they said That's supposedly what they said. Joe Burrow's got a longtime girlfriend from college that he has or has not been engaged to. They don't know yet. Well, there was supposedly. So not only
Oh, this is different than what I read. Because what I had heard was it was his girlfriend was at the home at the time, and then her mom called.
yeah,
but
this is not his
the girlfriend's
girlfriend.
a long-term girlfriend.
Yeah.
It is made in Chicago, for the record. I was right. I was
Awesome.
wrong about that one.
Well, nobody cared.
But how? So not only was his house broken into, everybody knows this man had a long-time girlfriend.
Look, he wasn't married. Not a big deal, in my opinion. Move on with life.
You hear that, Katrina?
You hear that, Katrina? And cut. We're gonna take that. and we'll send it to
he wasn't married.
Pat. You're fucking killing me with your moving around this goddamn mic.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think it's
slap
me.
this shit. Yeah, it is.
I
you.
haven't moved at all.
You just moved!
What the fuck are you talking about? You didn't move. You just moved, jackass.
I love you so much. I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so yeah, I thought that was crazy. The poor guy, they won Monday night, which I wish they would have lost.
You can thank the Argentinians that his girlfriend found out she's cheating on him.
Yes, potentially fiance, just found out that his 22-year-old employee tried to get to his house and somebody broke into it.
Which he said our house is broken up, but no big deal.
Yeah. Oh, and her mom called.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so Joe Burrow house broken into.
Oh, I heard about this. They've been robbing
and then
all
his
these NFL
side
players.
chick, supposedly side chick. They don't know if him and his long-term girlfriend are still together, but his privacy just got blown.
I'm guessing they aren't going to be for long
Yeah.
at this point.
Did you hear about the quarterback for the Dolphins? What he said?
Oh yeah, hey, fuck around and find out. That's what he
basically what he said. He goes, yeah.
broke into my car, and now I have armed.
Yeah, now I have armed guards who are ready to shoot.
I mean, he might,
And they have guns.
but he might think he ordered security. You don't really know. His
Well, it's- but
his brain's so scrambled. He doesn't know what he's doing.
That's a fair point too. Very fair.
Isn't he like fresh in the league?
No, he
He's
unfortunately
scrambled.
has concussion issues.
His brain's been scrambled.
He's got dinosaur arms.
Okay, that might be Joe at this point now. Okay, next one. All right, so I got a couple conspiracy theories.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Lauren was giving me shit about this one, but what do you guys think of this? Let me just find.
Jet
This is the one
fuel
that you were talking about last night.
Jet
Yes.
fuel can't melt
Yep.
steel beams.
Well, let's see here, real quick. I'm sorry.
Nice,
I heard that
9/11.
Malord can melt steel beams. So
Definitely will melt your stomach.
I just trying to find this really quick. I just want to see where he was caught.
Pennsylvania.
I know, but I was just trying to see if we can find the city real quick here.
So they're with an A.
Yes, Atuna. Okay, so what do you guys think of this? They've arrested and charged
Luigi Mangione. Or Mangione.
He was this
Luigi.
this individual
He's so
got
mean.
out of New York City,
Yep.
out of Manhattan.
Yep.
The craziest, busiest city, no problems.
Yep.
Motherfucker stops in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
How to get that chicken Big Mac?
Sees that the McRib is back. Cannot help himself.
McRib, baby.
I get it.
They got me with the McRib.
Some random customer
Yep.
I thought that someone
notices him.
No, it's a random customer who then tells. Sorry, go ahead.
Calls the cops, right? Or did he tell McDonald's?
He tells the employee calls the cops.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So calls the cop. Cops come in, look at him. Motherfucker is busted with the gun, silencer, manifesto, and $10,000 in cash. And this is couldn't catch him in Manhattan. We get him in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
It does feel like some evidence is coming very quickly. They're like, yeah, we matched his prints to the things in the
We
scene.
got
It's
his
like,
manifesto. Are you out of your mind? This is
Yeah.
insane. I don't know about
I've
this.
seen some things where it's like, okay, this is the guy who they captured on video, and he's got a black backpack. And then they're like, hey, here's Luigi, a little while later, same jacket, different backpack. They're like, we're not even sure, and it's like him without
Also-
a mask. The other guy had a mask, so it's like,
And also, you had like a square of his face.
Yeah,
Like,
the
and
fact
you're
that-
telling me this
yeah.
guy thought in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and he was supposed to be in Atlanta, but
Yeah.
a little square, and this is how they caught him.
I don't
know.
It feels like there's some shady
fucking
bullshit
fucking around.
happening. I'm not saying maybe Luigi didn't do it, but it feels like
There's something
the
to it.
evidence that they're finding is so quick, and they're
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Why is this man walking around with his
Donald Trump's
manifesto?
America where no stories are real anymore. Huh?
Why is he walking around with his manifesto?
Yeah.
In case he gets caught, so you can find out what people,
It's
people know what he's
just
about.
such
Me,
a-
me manifesto. Me manifesto.
It's a me on manifesto.
Motherfucker just walking around eating McRibs,
he's
journaling
like-
about how he hates America.
He's like fucking
Yeah.
Oprah, and he's handing out manifestos and eating McRibs, right?
Yeah.
Just in case he's caught, he must make sure his book deal gets
Yeah,
done.
he's gotta make
Get
sure it goes
the
out.
fuck out of here.
He couldn't carry the flash drive with him, so it's hard. You get a digital trail then.
If you tell me this guy did it, and I could see that, but it feels like they probably did some like what was that Will Smith movie where they like hack everything and they're hacking cameras like the
Enemy of the
government.
State.
What's that?
Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the
Oh,
State.
I did like that.
It
That was a
kind
good
of
movie.
feels like that.
Yeah.
Like they use some probably illegal ways to get evidence,
It's Trump's America, baby. We know we
or
can get
like
away.
find this guy, and get to him.
On the Trump thing, I get it. It's really starting to, it's scaring me how many people are fucking ready to kiss the ring and suck him off. The
of course.
ChatGPT CEO is giving $1 million to his inauguration.
Nice.
Bezos gave him a shit ton of money
Nice.
too. Amazon.
This is
Gotta keep
this
Prime
is-
deliveries going.
This is getting scary. It's really truly people are nervous about what he can do, and that's not how you want to. That's not America.
Well, I don't think he wants. I don't think they want these tariffs things. It's a real problem in these businesses. Like, can you imagine how much Amazon that tariff's going to impact them?
Well, I will say a thing he said.
we don't make anything in
recently
this
is, like,
country. We don't make
he's
anything.
like, if you invest $1 billion, we'll basically forget about it.
yeah,
It's
but-
like what he said just
Well,
recently.
he and so
Or maybe-
Nice,
is
nice.
that- am I
no,
wrong on that?
no, you're right. But he said we're not going to have if you invest $1 billion, you don't have to worry about environmental. You don't have to worry about.
Oh, that's what it has nothing to do with. You're right. It was like a whole
because
bunch
you know
of
what,
other
because $1 billion, we could just put $1 billion into just destroying America, and that's fine.
Scorched earth, baby.
Again, I don't want. I'm not trying to make it political.
All right.
But this is to me, it's a bit scary. What's
I mean,
where
Donald's
things are
80. He's
going.
not going to be here in 10 years to worry about any of this shit he's putting through.
Fair point, bud. All right, we're not going to get into that. But I heard today that the ChatGPT guy was given, and I'm like, everybody is so scared of what he can do, and that's not how America should be. We have 3 separate things to protect us against something like that, and now everybody's giving him tons of money.
Well,
to
I mean,
make
the
sure.
Supreme Court's in his pocket because
Yep.
he put half those people on there,
and he's got both houses.
and he's got both.
Yeah.
And then
Or,
people,
sorry,
people,
both.
people can't go against him because
And then you had Brian Hamilton reaching at the New York Stock Exchange, jumping over people, trying to tell Trump he's his guy.
He was
Yeah.
like, Vance, let me touch your beard.
I don't know the story there, but somebody else.
Oh, there's on Twitter, Max sent out Donald Trump and JD Vance
We're
were
at the stock
New York
exchange.
Stock
He
Exchange,
rang the bell because he's the new.
Yeah.
the-
and he walked past Citadel Securities, and all these guys were there. And
Was Brian Hamilton there?
No, he was not.
That would have been so good at
It
France.
was-
Hamilton there with a computer just feverishly working.
No, yeah, no.
well, that's what JD Vance said. He looked
like,
at all
"Aren't you
these
guys supposed
idiots.
to be working?"
He's like, hey, It's 9:48. Why aren't you making money? And
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, because they want to fucking jerk off Trump. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's how we are making money.
Yeah.
Because
No, nobody wants you here, JD. You go stand in the corner.
Yeah. JD, who are you anyways? All right. I got one more conspiracy. Have you guys seen anything on these drones in New Jersey?
Oh, I've heard about these.
I've only heard about. I heard about this on the radio in the morning yesterday. Apparently, the guy who does the morning DJ show on the Sirius radio station that I listen to, he's like, "Yeah, I'm getting all these text messages. There's apparently drones outside my neighborhood and like everything." And they're like, "I went outside and there's nothing out there. I have no idea." That's all I know.
SUV-sized drones in
big.
New Jersey, only coming out at night. And if they notice that you notice them, they turn off their lights. The U.S. government has come out. The FBI have come out and said we don't know what it is, but it's not no harm to you. It's not a what? Are you out of your fucking mind?
That means that they do know what it is.
Listen,
Oh, they got it.
That's how they found Luigi.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how they found
That's how
Luigi.
they're putting the drones.
They're
in
using
there.
the drones. They're tracking people. No, who's next? Mario?
They're
We
looking
can't
for
have this anymore.
They're looking for Tony Soprano. out
They're
there.
looking for Waldo. They found Waldo.
No, bro, seriously, it is insane what's going on in America right
it's
now.
I can see
lot of
that
people
being.
freak
I
out.
actually see that being legitimately how they break out the guy.
Oh yeah, well, but can you imagine? It's seriously an SUV sized.
Well, it's been a couple
Are
nights.
there pictures of it? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's
like-
videos.
Yeah, there's people.
Put it on, but
how do they know it's a drone?
There's you can see it. Like
Yeah.
there is video of these.
we'll put that
drones
on after
at night.
the after podcast.
There's two military bases nearby, so some people suspect.
Yeah, it's something
kind of
that-
like the old stealth bombers when those were getting tested. People thought they were UFOs. Some people are suggesting like maybe this is some new military tech they can't really explain or talk
Yeah,
about to the
which is it
public.
is.
If
Yeah.
the FBI said it's fine, that means that it's U.S. government owned for sure.
Well, the FBI's not going to tell you anything anyways.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Here-
mean, especially with like the China balloon a couple last
Yeah,
year.
but they destroyed that thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
but they
but it
also
got-
tried to tell us it was no big deal.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
they realized like China is literally sending balloons over to watch, like take pictures of like specific areas,
Yeah,
and it was sending back information, and we know that. That's
and these
insane.
drones, probably a live feed.
But these are the drones that they're using in that Ukraine's using. Supposedly, this is maybe some of the things is Ukraine's using drones like this in Russia to drop off bombs. So who knows? And then Syria goes down, and you know
the fall of the
Assad
family. Yeah.
Everybody thinks there's all these different conspiracies, and one I read was kind of crazy. Is Syria is like one of the biggest producers of this drug that in Middle East they all love, and
Like a recreational drug or like a prescription drug?
like, it's like almost speed.
Okay.
Like all these guys work like 24 hours pretty much, and they're all this type of
okay.
speed.
Yeah.
And the countries now are kind of cracking down because they're trying to like wean people off this drug, and so Syria is starting to lose money, and also protection because this drug, and as that started to swell, they didn't have enough money to pay, and
That was a big thing I heard. Like a lot of their military was not their own.
yes,
There was a lot of Russian backed, and
Yeah.
that had a lot to do with pulling a lot of those guys out. And so all he had was his actual military, which was not anything compared to what he had before. And so they literally just got like overtaken.
yeah. The other thing is they took over his mansion. He had a garage of 90 different, like probably over $3-4 million in cars. His kitchen had food for like years.
Did they
Like-
kill this guy or did they?
No, he's in Russia now.
He
He got to
left
flee.
the country. Yeah.
His whole family got to leave. So he's got a ton of money. He's fine for the rest
So
of
he's
his
on
life.
exile, basically.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. He got exiled in Russia. The big fear there is though ISIS was chomping at the bit to come in and try to take over this country. So Israel. I mean, here's the other thing. Israel's coming in to try to take their portion of it, and it's
Good old Israel.
Israel's going in there and just nuking all their
There's not a
bioweapons.
I don't know if there's any military I think I would rather be less against than the Israel. They are some crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They have like no restraint. They're like
It's a wild time, dude. Wild time. I saw this interesting stat talking about all the wars going on right now. And they were talking about how one would think that it's usually in these more non-tolerant, extreme countries that are fighting, but it's actually countries that have some of the most freedoms in those areas, and a lot of it has to do with like the political system going on in America right now with the elections, and like you can almost track like anytime there's a change in power with the U.S. Usually from this like Democrat to Republican thing or vice versa, big swings happen and these big or mini wars break out.
Because
kind
funding
of like
gets changed for them where the U.S. is funding people.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm sure that's why Ukraine and Russia started popping off as soon as Trump got elected because they're like, all right, it's either going to be we keep fighting this war or there's a chance this war just ends.
What are you talking about? Trump said he's going to end it in literally 5 minutes.
Well, that's yeah.
But then he just like condoned like something Ukraine is doing, like that they can go and fight or having European troops in Ukraine to help with the fighting. It's so listen, this is way over our heads.
Yeah,
we're just here to drink and have a good time.
Yeah, I'm just looking to get shit faced at TBox today.
Yeah, and I just hope the world continues to keep going as it's going.
Yeah.
One thing, or so I got one controversial comment. In regards to Brian's wedding and the brownie. You guys talked that brownie up, and I thought the brownie was shit.
You ate
hold
also
on.
a week after.
Hold on, I have a question. Yeah, that's my question. How long? Because we had the podcast the following week, and you still hadn't had it.
It was in the refrigerator, so did not do it for you? I brought it out. Wait, and I brought it out and let it get room temperature.
Did you heat it up? You got to heat it up, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you have to.
Yeah,
Is that
heat
was
it
that
up.
instructions?
Oh, I didn't heat it
No,
up.
I didn't heat it up. I got mine to room temperature like
heat
Joe
it up.
suggested.
Heat it up and it's ooey gooey good.
I mean,
Okay,
you,
well then, all right,
you
well
also,
then I will walk that back. I can see I was wrong then.
you also waited a week after I ate. I literally waited like a week to eat mine. You waited even longer because it was still in there Sunday when we had dinner this past week.
And I had it Sunday.
Yeah, so that's like 2 weeks.
You're eating old brownie, bro.
Yeah, that's
Gotta
your
go.
fault. That's not
That
their
thing-
fault.
It was
That
a fudge
thing
brownie, right? That's okay.
No, that's your fault, bro.
delicious.
What do you think, Danny? You were agreeing with me for the first 5 seconds, and then you let these motherfuckers change your mind. This goddamn ghost.
Yeah, you're
son of a
even
bitch.
Danny, like, you can't wait 3
The brownie
weeks, man.
sucked.
You
It was
can't
not
do it.
good. I'm going on it. Fuck y'all
Next
faces.
fucking guy buys a bushel of bananas, eats it 3 weeks later. He's like, these goddamn things are spoiled.
No, I would have made banana bread.
It's
You
the same
fucking would have been
goddamn
great.
thing.
Why am I
It's the
eating
same
rotten
goddamn thing
bananas?
with this goddamn brownie?
Controversial. Fuck that brownie. I'll make you a better brownie any day.
Goddamn. Yeah, buy a fresh brownie.
Should I wait
Telling
3
you,
weeks to
man.
eat your brownie, Peter, and let you know how it is?
Yeah, I would like you to do that. I bet you it'll still be great.
I'm going to buy you a fresh brownie from there.
Let's go there tonight.
Bring it to you.
We're going to go there and the Coors Light ones.
We had
Let's go
so
fucking get
fucked
this
up.
We're
back,
back, baby. We're back.
You're gonna walk in there at like 12. and
Oh,
it's
they're gonna be like,
it's-
"Hey guys."
it's-
Oh no, and then we're gonna go to Miller's Pub. We're gonna fuck up that stupid security guard.
It's gonna be closed.
I'm going to order 80 shots, then go and sleep.
Yeah, don't even pay. Just walk out.
I'm wait for him while he's making it. I'm going to be like,
I would like
I didn't pay
would
for it.
like
Oh, yeah.
a dozen O-bombs, and as he's mixing,
He wouldn't know what an O-bomb
just
was.
walk out.
That'd be too crazy for him. He wouldn't know what that is.
Chris, do you have some titty bitties?
I'm looking. I have none.
The Bears.
None?
The
Well,
Bears,
find some.
I'm finding
Bears
some.
playing Monday night.
I'll
this
do
week.
it.
There's 2 Monday night games.
Yeah, I saw that Atlanta, right? Is the other one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Atlanta, Oakland. I didn't realize there was 2.
How many? Okay, I have some.
Listen,
sports
Danny
questions.
Hamilton and Peter McGraw are in the playoffs this week.
Oh, for
We're
the
playing each other.
fantasy?
Yeah.
And I'm playing a certain someone next to you who had no kicker last week and decided this week to magically drop his kicker and put a new one in.
I meant to get a kicker
I
too.
had not looked at fantasy in like 3 weeks.
And then you're
I saw
playing
I
Chris.
won
Yeah.
my last game, and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, let me see my team. Who's out? Who's out? And I was like, oh, I'm good. And then I see the kicker, and it shows 0 potential points. And I'm like, how is that? Oh, he's on what is it?
Injured
IR?
reserve.
Yeah. And so I was like,
Who's
okay.
his kicker, Bucker?
Just dropped him.
No,
and,
he had somebody else.
yeah. Just dropped him and picked someone else up. So I'm playing you
Yeah,
this week?
you
Okay.
stupid. You stupid bitch.
All right, Mr. Tittle Bitties, let's go!
All right, the Bears are 0-6 outright on the road this season. 2-4 against the spread, and unders are 5-1 in Bears road games. This
Also,
season.
you had a pretty good week last week. Sorry.
Yeah. So I would take the Bears not to cover the -6, and I would take. You know what? I'm going to say take the over in that game. It's 43.5. It's a pretty low.
So we're gonna take the over. We're gonna take the over in that game.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see that.
You still taking the Bears to not cover though?
Me personally, I would. I could see why Peter wouldn't take that bet.
We're not gonna take that bet.
I got lucky last week that Minnesota covered the 6. They scored a touchdown in overtime.
I didn't do any of the covering. I did a parlay of them both winning, and I won, so I was happy.
Nice.
I would. This one is the Bills versus the Lions. The over/under is 54.5.
What's a high?
The
Oh.
Bills games have gone over their team total in 11 of 13 games, which is the highest mark in the season. I think it's going to be 11 of 14. Take the under.
54 points.
They
is a
pissed me
shit
off.
ton.
If they would have won last week, we would have won the week. But that's all right. We're not going to talk about that. Also, me and Chris did not re-rank our picks last week.
Yeah, that was a smart move by us.
Yep.
Maybe we should do that more often.
And then here's a fun one because I can't give you the stat on it, but I'm going to give you this one, and you can figure it out and let the people know. First half overs in Panthers games are 11-1-1 this season, which is the best mark in the NFL.
So the Panthers, first time half over.
Take the first half over in that game.
We're going to take
Were they
the
playing?
under
The
and
Dallas
the
Cowboys.
Bills Detroit, and we're going to take the over in Chicago and in Minnesota.
Yep.
All right, cool. And that's
And they're in
Joe,
Minnesota, right?
I need
are
my
Minnesota.
Joe, Chris. I need my
Joe C. Lock of the century of the week.
I'm going with. I don't know what state they're in, but I'm going with the Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta, that's it.
From Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia Falcons.
From the
Awesome.
great state of Georgia.
I seen you really screwed up Kirk Cousins there. I saw last week's stat. He was like, his last 4 games, he's like,
How did I screw him up?
well, I thought he was your quarterback.
Not anymore.
Oh, not anymore? Well,
I'm praying for Jameis Winston to deliver me from pick sixes.
he had like he was throwing for like 200 yards, had 0 touchdowns and 7 interceptions over his last 4 games. I'm like,
He's
Pat
still,
literally
he's still,
screwed
he's
this
still
guy.
giving the ball to Drake London, so that's all I care about right now.
All right. Okay, so this is my favorite part of the podcast is the feel good stories. Make you
Nice.
feel a little good, you know? We had a lot of
It's-
controversies.
Which
in
is
this
going to make
show.
you feel good.
Family is finally ready to sell 1,000 Christmas trees planted a decade ago to fund their grandchildren's education. That's kind of cool.
Whoa, that's cool.
I've always wanted to do something like that, like a tree farm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be great. Like have a little farm, bunch of trees on there, sell the trees. Be great.
Pierre would let him get too old and moldy, and then would try to sell him.
That was the worst laugh I've ever heard in my entire life. That.
It was good. I liked it.
I'm hoping for
That was-
the worst
that was
fight.
good.
I'm hoping for the second worst fight of the week when Pierre takes on Pat here after the podcast.
I'm gonna let Joe get your ass. He's been
I'll just-
chopping at the bit.
I'll just record it. It'll be slow and fall.
I'll just take him down.
Yeah.
Lay on top of him. Anonymous 3-point.
today.
And then jump on the bus. I'm out, bitches.
Try to steal someone's bike.
Yeah.
Anonymous 3.5 million gift to Milwaukee Art Museum provides free admission to children.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That is nice.
A Hawaiian crow that went extinct in the wild decades ago released on Maui.
Oh wow.
It's not a bad move there.
Cool.
Oh shit! This 4-year-old Brit is definitely smarter than everybody in this room. 4-year-old Brit
Debatable.
Doesn't
taught
We got
himself
Danny Hamilton over
all
here. We got Hamilton genes.
195 world maps and knows every country on the map.
Okay, definitely smarter than all of us.
That boy's going somewhere.
I heard this high schooler solved one of like the 9 impossible equations. She recently just solved it. It's like apparently a big deal. She won $1 million.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then she just found 8 other ways to solve the same equation. So this
Holy
chick is
shit.
gonna like.
How old is this kid, Peter?
The last one,
4.
4-year-old.
Yeah, he's got nothing to worry about. When he gets older and he finds women and beer, he won't be smart anymore.
Still be smarter than you.
That doesn't take much. It's a low bar.
Thanks, Pat. You know how to. Hey, listen. I'm usually the one who brings the feel good stories down, and Pat just blew that one up.
Pat knows how to bring the vibe just down.
All right,
in
I got
general.
2 more for you.
2 more for me to ruin.
Leopard
Let's do it.
population has nearly tripled in the world's largest conservation area.
Where's this?
What tripled?
Leopard population.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
And let's see where it's at. Oh, it's in Africa. So
Yep.
that's awesome. And then last one. Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, who's 98 years old.
99.
Oh,
Just turned 99. Did a viral dance to a Coldplay song, which is, come on, bro, you're better than that.
That's
If he would have done it to Lips of an Angel,
Or
the world,
pump it up.
oh.
God, imagine.
But
Pump It Up.
he also just, so
That
he's
dude's
in Malibu.
incredible.
He's in Malibu with his wife.
Who's like
And,
30
the
years younger than him.
Yeah.
There was, the fires. That's really sad. That area just got. There was a small fire, and then they had this huge wind thing going on, and it just blew this fire up. And his house, his neighbor saved his life. He had exhausted himself, trying to save his animals, saving his putting water on his roof to keep his roof from overheating and setting
Yeah.
it. And he had exhausted himself, couldn't get into the car, and his neighbors. And on ring cam, you can see this. They helped pick him up, get him in his car, and then gets to a hotel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he
We almost lost the legend because he exhausted himself for
That's-
saving everything.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That is crazy.
It's incredible to think he could have died. Like one of the most prominent figures in cinema history
Yep.
could have just been wiped out because he
That'd be
just
fu- yeah.
got
What else
exhausted
is-
and no one was there.
What's even crazier is that at 99 years old, he's out there
Oh,
trying to
that's what I
save
keep
his
thinking.
animals,
Yeah.
put water on his roof. Like, how many 99-year-olds you know that are out there
Dude.
trying to save their
I'm
out
no
there?
joke.
Majority of them can't walk,
I watched
so-
that interview. He doesn't. I mean, he looks great for.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Mentally, it's all there. He looks great for his age. Like, it's insane.
That's awesome.
And that's how you make it feel good, ladies
Hey
and gentlemen.
man, that is a feel-good
Yeah.
story right there
Boys.
to end on.
This is about to get wild.
It's about to go down.
These are the nights we're going to think about when we're 99
Yep.
in these beautiful.
And the same Coors Light onesies.
Yeah.
We're
Yes.
gonna bury Christmas.
Damn right you are.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. But yeah,
Peter, right here, groomsman office.
listen.
walking down the aisle?
Oh shit, that'd be sick.
be
But
incredible.
enjoy this.
Who would
Listen
Lauren
to-
kill more?
oh my God, this is gonna be. It's gonna be a great night. Enjoy. Take a moment to think about it. It's gonna be. We're gonna have some fun. So let's get it going. Let's get that second beer going. Let's get some breakfast going. Let's get out of here.
Gentlemen, we've been to 1,000,000 of these. We rocked them all. Have a good night. Bye.
Dun 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 dun.